I want to walk you through a 7 risk to reward ratio trade that I took with my community using advanced smart money concept trading strategy. So you want to stay with me till the end of this video and learn my full blueprint of the strategy that I trade consistently with about 1,000 orders and consistently generate profit. Let's get it started. So these are the time frames I trade. I trade 4 hours, I trade 1 hour, I trade 15 minutes, 5, 3 and 1 minute. You understand? These time frames have their various jobs. They are not doing the same thing, they are doing different things. Applying market structure is in 3 different steps. First, you want to apply the basic market structure, which I'll be using in this video. You want to apply the complex market structure, which I will also be using, and then the multi-time frame market structure. You get all these 3 types of market structure. I will be applying it in this video. In case this is your first time in my channel, the previous video I explained everything about this market structure, so I don't want this video to be long, so I will just be applying them. If you really want to learn how to understand the 3 types of market structure, you want to check the previous video. I will put it on the screen. I'll put the video clip on the screen here. You want to check it, then understand the concept, and then we apply it over here. You get? So the first thing to do here, as always, you locate the highs and lows of the previous trading range and mark them out. Now we have a swing high and a swing low. Now, one thing you should know about the 4 hours time frame is that it's just basically for directional buyers to view the market from a bigger perspective. You get? Now, the next thing you want to understand is, where does the market breaks out from? If the market breaks out from the swing high, we are in a bullish trend. You get? If the market breaks out from the swing low, we are in a bearish trend. So in this example, we can clearly see that the market broke out from the swing low like this. You get? That means the market was bearish in this period of time. You get? So we change this one into a change of character. Since this here was a break of structure, let me quickly mark it out. Now we have a break of structure here, and then we have a change of character here. So the next thing we want to do is to mark out the lowest point the market traveled to. This is the lowest point. That means that this place here is our swing low. Can you see that? This is the lowest point the market traveled to. This here is basic market structure. Now let's apply the multi-time frame market structure. A market structure that has to do with the 4 hours time frame and the 15-minute time frame. You get? Now you want to go and watch the previous video to understand how we manipulate these 2 time frames in one setup. You get? So if the 4 hours time frame is delivering like this to the downside, the 15-minute time frame will be doing something like this. You get? So now the 4 hours time frame is ready to give us a pullback. Now if you learn basic market structure very well, you will discover that if the market is coming like this, it must pull back, continue, pull back, continue, pull back, continue. So that is what we are expecting here. We have this expansion, we are expecting a pullback and then an expansion. That is how simple it is. So the next thing we want to look out for is to look out for the market getting into this place here and then giving us a sellable opportunity. You get? If this market is pulling back like this, we can step down to the 15-minute time frame and buy to this place here before we take the sell. So let's step down to the 15-minute time to see how we can get involved. So let's do a small rundown on things here. You can see how we had a series of break of structure here, have a series of break of structure here, break of structure here, indicating that the 15-minute time frame is bearish. You get? Have a series of little break of structure here, have a series of break of structure here, we have here. The market wanted to change character here, but then it didn't happen. You get? Now there are things that we put in place to make us take trade. We don't just take trade ordinarily. You get? So we have this other break of structure here again, we have another one here again. Let me go down and show you guys. Our rules say that once we have a 3 candlestick pullback, then that is a valid pullback. You see what we have here? We have 1, 2, 3. So this here is clearly a valid break of structure. You get? Indicating that the market has changed in direction. You get? This here is a change of character. indicating that the market has changed a direction. Again, now we were waiting to take a trade from here, somewhere around this place here, but as you can see in this place, there is no like clear point of interest. All the point of interest that we had here has been mitigated. All the point of interest has clearly been mitigated, even when we check the 1 hour time frame. So we are going to go back to the 15-minute time frame. You can see that, so the pullback did not happen, and then we didn't take any trade. You get. Then when the market got here, we saw a reaction from here. I think we were able to take a trade here. The market kept on going on. We had another break of structure here again. Can you see that? Then we have another break of structure here. Remember, for a break of structure to be valid, we need to see 3 candlestick pulling back, right? Now, if you are new to this, you really need to go back to the previous video and watch it so that you understand how we come about all this concept, because it's very, very important that you understand things that really matters, because if you don't understand it properly, you will miss so much opportunity and you will get into the wrong side of the market. And trust me, you wouldn't want to get into the wrong side of the market. The market is going to milk you. You understand? So we had this break of, this was the last break of structure we had. So this break of structure, this was the lowest point. Can you see it? So the market traveled to this place here and then did some movement around this place here and then went back up again. Now you might want to ask me, is this not supposed to be a change of character? No, these are weak reaction. You get. This is a weak. This is a weak, just weak the swing low. You get. For people that kept their stop loss beneath this place here, so the market came directly, clear all of them before it started going up. You get. So it's just as simple as that. You understand? So this structure was formed completely and then that was all. So we had a break of structure here. Why is this a break of structure? That is because the market has already expanded and then taken out the swing high. So we have a new trading range. How do we mark this new trading range now? Hold on, stay with me. We kindly update the highs and lows of this trading range. This here is the new swing high, and then this here is clearly the new swing low. So we have a trading range. What are we expecting in this trading range now? It's very simple. We are waiting for the market to pull back to a certain level of support and then another expansion, just like that again. But then let's go back to the 4 hours time frame and see how far we have come. Now you see how it looks in the 4 hours time frame, right? It looks somehow you get. But then if you go to the 15-minute time frame, you will understand where we are coming from more better. You get. So let's get back to the 15-minute time frame. So the next thing we want to do here is that we want to mark out our point of interest. For you to take action in the market, you need to have a certain point in mind that you want to take action from. You get. So I want to take action from this point of interest. Now in the previous video before this one, I also teaches how to get a good point of interest to take your trades from, so you might want to check it. You get. So we can see this order block here, but one thing about this order block is that it has already been mitigated by this one. So the only available and virgin order block we have is this one here. You get. So we want to mark it out and allow the market to tap into this order block. When the market tap into this order block, what is that one thing that we want to see? We want to see LTC. You get. LTC confirmation is not your usual confirmation you see online. You get. This is Advanced SMC Strategy. It's a very unique confirmatory pattern that when it's applied properly, it pushes your risk to reward ratio and then guarantees your success. You get. So now let's play price and see. What do we want to see now? We want to see that when the market gets into this demand, we see LTC, so we can be able to trade it. If you don't understand what is the meaning of LTC, check the previous video. You're going to see it there. Again. So Let's play price and see what happened here. Okay, market has tapped into the demand, you get. So now let's step down to the 1 minute time frame to see what we have here. Okay, in the 1 minute time frame, we see that we had series of break of structure to the downside. We have this one here, BOS, indicating bearish action. This is the 1 minute time frame. Don't be confused. All these things are step by step, you get. This is another break of structure. Then we have another break of structure here again. Can you see that? The same rules still apply to the 1 minute time frame. So this here is supposed to be a swing high, but then market came and disrespected the swing high and break above. So this here becomes a change of character in the 1 minute time frame, you get. Now let's go back to the 15 minute time frame. Let me show you guys something. The traditional way of trading smart money concept is that when you come here, you put your entry there, your stop loss around the low area, and then you target the swing high. You get. That's what traditional SMC strategy is all about. But then this is advanced SMC strategy. You get. So watch me do it, so you can be able to replicate the same action and get consistent result. So let's remove this. Back to the 1 minute time frame. We have a change of character from the 1 minute time frame. What's the next thing we want to do? We want to go into the LCC mode. You get. So what we have here, we mark out all the other blocks that we have. We have this other block here from the 1 minute time frame. Although when I was replaying, the market already moved past the place I wanted to show you guys. There's no problem. This is like a fair value gap from the 3 minute time frame. I use 1, 3, 5 minutes for confirmation and 15 minutes as well. Again. So we have this place here. 3 minutes is saying the other block is here. You can see that. Then let's check the 5 minute time frame to see what the 5 minute time frame is talking about. 5 minutes is saying both places are fine. We just need to like adjust it more. Okay, either here or here. Now, one thing you should also understand about refining your entry is that you might refine and then miss the trade. It has happened to me a lot of times. So let's check 15 minute time frame. 15 minutes is saying we have a harami pattern here, so we need to like use 50% of it. Yeah, 50% of this pattern. I think 50% should be here. Yeah, so let's check by the 5 minute time frame. It's just like covering this whole bearish candle. Yeah, let's place our trade here. This is the exact trade that I took with my community. You get, and then we made a lot of money from this move. So what is our target? We'll go to the 15 minute time frame and look for our target. This is it here. We have a target here. You get. This trade was actually 7 risk to reward ratio trade, but then it's like stop loss is too big or something. It was actually a 7 risk to reward ratio trade. I will put on the display of the trade on the screen so you can see it when I'm done with the breakdown. You understand? So the next thing is to play price and see what happens again. So let's play price and see. You see, the move has started. So let's go to the 15 minute time frame, see what's going on, increase this stuff. Then you see that now this trade delivers up to like 5 risk to reward ratio, 5.47, very close to TP, and then reverse back. Some people will now panic here. It's very normal for you to panic because the price action as of during this period was very bad again. So now you have one option, either to take the profit when the market started ranging here, because we had a very long move here, and then the market needs to come back and correct the move before going. You get. So what did I do differently here? This was what I did. Allow the market to play out and then look for a good entry. You get. Market was going back up, we allowed it. Market started ranging again. good. Although this thing has already gone past where what I wanted to show you guys. Now immediately we had this break here. This was like a break of structure to the downside. If you really study and understand microeconomy, you understand what I'm talking about. You get, I ignored this because this occurred as a result of news impulse. You get. So now immediately this thing occurred, we step down to the lower time frame again. You can see that we had, this was the recognized change of character from the 15-minute time frame perspective. You get, this should be a change of character. So we had this here. The first point of interest we had was this one here. Can you see it? Then the second one we had was this one here. We had two options. You get, either we place the trade here, stand a chance to miss the trade, stand a chance to miss this trade if the market did not get here, or we drag our entry to this point here. Let me check the 15-minute time frame and see something. Okay. Now we either use this as our entry or we bring the trade back here. You get, so as a person that didn't want to like miss the entry, what did I do? I drag it here. You get, and then we had two trades running. We had this one running on break even, then we had this trade here running, and then my take profit was targeting 1:4. So this was it, guys. We had this trade here, we had this one. This one was a 6-risk reward ratio, 7-risk reward ratio trade. This one was a 4-risk reward ratio trade. Remember what I always preach: keep your TP at the swing high or the swing low, depending on the trend direction. You get. So I went against my own rule here, and then I was punished for going against my rule. Again, market came to TP and returned back to this place here, kicked me out. So let's play the market and see what happened. And see that still dancing around my stop loss. So the market traveled back to this place here and came back directly to my break even, took me out, and then still went my direction. So what does this tells you? This teaches you that you should always keep your take profit at your swing high or your swing low if you are trading smart money concept. So let's play price and see. You see that the trade was still a success, but I was no longer on this trade, so I just went home with my 7-risk reward ratio. These are the trades here on the screen, so just picture that. If you're a smart money concept trader, you should consider joining my community. The link is in the description, and then you can check the link in my bio as well. You get, join the Telegram so I can be giving you free directional buyers every day. You get, then subscribe to this YouTube channel, turn on the notification bell. If you are new here, check the previous video so you'll be able to understand all the concepts we apply in this video. You get, see you guys in the next one.